If you are opening AutoCAD for the first time, this looks complicated. Ribbon, commands, panels, button everywhere. But you don't need to understand everything here to start using AutoCAD. In the next few minutes, I'll show you the parts that actually matter for a beginner. We will understand the start screen, drawing area, ribbon, command line, status bar, properties, model space, layouts, and by the end, I'll show you 3 different ways to give AutoCAD a command. As I have told you earlier that this is our start screen. I am going to open a new file in AutoCAD. We have a new tab here, and there is an arrow adjacent to it. If I click on it, there are number of templates here, but don't worry about templates yet. We'll understand it better in our further videos. For now, I am using this template which is by default in AutoCAD. So I'm clicking on it. A new drawing is opened, as you can see. We can do the same thing through this application button. This is our application button which have logo of AutoCAD here, and there is a arrow adjacent to it as well. If we'll open it, you can see we have options here: new, open, save as. So by clicking on new drawing, we'll get the template sheet here, and we can select any template we want to. So again, I'm selecting the same template, I'm selecting it, and I'm opening the file. This is also a new file in AutoCAD. Now let's explore the second option, which is open, and it is used for opening existing drawing files which are already there in our system. So I'm opening a drawing from here. Let's suppose I want to open drawing 1. So I'll open it. That's how you can do it. Third option is save. We can save any file through this option. For example, I want to save this drawing 8. So I'll go here to the application button and I'll open it and I'll save the file. While saving a file, you can see there is .dwg written over here. What is that? DWG is AutoCAD's primary drawing file format. So you'll be constantly seeing this while working in AutoCAD. Let's save this file. We can give these commands through our keyboard shortcut as well. For opening up a new file, Ctrl N, repeat the process, select the template and open a new file. For opening an existing file, Ctrl O, open the file, open. Yeah. For saving a file, the command is Ctrl S, repeat the same process and save the file. We have one more method for opening a new file, for opening an existing file and to save a file is through our quick access toolbar. As we can see, we have options here. So this option is for creating a new file. Select the template, repeat the process, open a new file. This is for opening an existing file. Repeat the process, open the file. So this is already open in my AutoCAD. So we'll open a new file. Open a new file. Open a different file. Yeah, drawing 2. Okay, open it. Now for saving, third option is for saving. We can save a new file through this option. So these are the 3 ways by which we can create a new file, open an existing file and save a file in AutoCAD. This is our drawing area or workspace. This is where we create plans, elevations, sections and all other details. I am drawing a line here. Let's delete it. Because today we are not trying to create anything, we are trying to understand our workspace first. Before jumping into plans, sections and elevation, we should understand what we are working in. Let's now understand about the ribbon panel. This is our ribbon panel. It has tabs, panels, different panels like draw, modify, annotation. You can think of the ribbon panel like your toolbox. Tabs organize different categories of tools, and inside each tab, tools are further organized into panels. For example, this is our draw panel, which has line, polyline, circle, arc, and so on. This is modify panel. This is annotation for annotating our drawing. This is layer tab. So there are different panels which has organized tools inside them. So this is all about ribbon panel. We'll learn about in details about this in our further videos. Now let's move to our next part, which is command line. This is one of the most important parts of AutoCAD. I'm typing line here. You can see it is automatically responding to my command. Escape. So AutoCAD constantly communicates with you here on this command line. It tells you what it is asking for and what options are available. Let's talk about the status bar of the AutoCAD. It is located at the bottom right corner of the interface. These are the tools. There are tools on these status bar which tells us how precisely we can work on our drawings. We'll dedicate a separate lesson for that because object snap, ortho, polar tracking become very important when we start architectural drawings. Let's move to navigation bar and view cube. So this is our view cube and we can move it like this. We can get the front view, right view, back view, and the left view, and the bottom as well. So this is our navigation bar, and as you can see, there are a number of controls here. This hand you see is the pan. We can move. By selecting it, we can move our screen up, down, left, or right. We can move it like this. We can move our screen. This is our 2D wheel. This is basically for like accessing. If I want a full navigation wheel, there are a number of options I can do. Zoom in, zoom out. Then pan, I can also do it from here. For this is for 3D basically, and this rewind, orbit. I can get the orbit. Where is it? If I select it as 2D wheel, it will only move in up and down direction, not in the 3D view. I am doing it by default top. So for 2D, we'll be spending most of the time in top view, but if I talk about 3D, we basically the navigation bar becomes more important when we start working in 3D. Let's move to model space and layouts. This is our model space. In simple words, model space is where we create our drawing. This is layout. Layouts are where we prepare that drawing for presentation and for printing. So basically, if I conclude it into simple terms, model is to create, layout is to present. Let's talk about cursor or crosshair in AutoCAD. The plus sign you are watching on screen, which I am moving, is called cursor or crosshair. It is used for selecting elements in AutoCAD. If you will press our middle button of the mouse, it will act as a pan tool. We can move our screen in any direction we want, in X and Y direction, because we are in 2D model space right now. You can see it can zoom in and zoom out as well. So these are the uses of cursor or crosshair in AutoCAD. Now let's talk about properties. So we can open it through a keyboard shortcut, that is Control plus 1. It will show number of properties like color, layer, line type, scale, line type, line weight, transparency, thickness of the element which I will draw now in my model space. Suppose I will draw a rectangle. Now I'm selecting it. You can see the property of this rectangle on this property palette. So the color is by layer, which is white, layer is 0, line type is by layer continuous, line type scale is, it is not mentioned. So these are the properties, and we can modify the characteristics of this element through our property palette. Like if I want to change the color, I want it red, I can do it red. Layer type, there is only one layer currently in the project, so I cannot change the layer. Line type, if I want to make it by block, I can do it. Closed, yes, if I want to open it, I can. So these are the uses of property palette. Now I'll show you three ways to start a command. First method is from ribbon panel. I'll select line and I'll create it. Second method is type command. I'll type line command here, enter, and I can draw a line. Third method is keyboard shortcuts. I'll type L as my shortcut for line command, enter, and I can draw a line. As you can see, all three start the same command. As you become faster in AutoCAD, you will probably use keyboard shortcuts more often. But as a beginner, it's important to understand all three. But starting a command is only the beginning. AutoCAD will now ask us for more information and understanding. How the conversation works is the key to learn almost every command.